guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a bit of a special video. I'm going to be doing a Bioshock Infinite. Infinite or Infinity? Infinite. I'm going to go for Infinite. Bioshock Infinite box opening. Nothing really amazing, but here we go. Here's the package. 3D view. So let's get cracking. I'll give you a bit of gameplay as well in a minute. We'll do this one-handed. Here it is. Yeah, that's quite a cool cover. Got the main guy on the front and the main girl on the back. That's quite cool. Let's see if we can get into the plastic. Really quite hard to do one-handed. I need a knife. Actually, I have a knife. Somewhere. Can we bother to get the knife out? Probably not. There we go. Destroy the plastic. Hey, there we go. That's quite cool inside of the box. Wasn't expecting to be all orange and stuff like that, so that's quite cool. So there we go, we've got the disc. Bioshock Infinite. That's quite cool. And there's that. Oh, that's quite cool. What's this say? The mind of the subject will desperately struggle to create memories where none exist. Barriers to transdimensional travel. That's quite cool. So what have we got in here? Delve deeper into the world of Bioshock and the fabled floating metropolis of Columbia. So you can get a hardcover thing. That's quite cool. Dun da da. Nothing probably interesting in here. Nope. Okay. That's that, guys. So I'm going to do a bit of gameplay. So here it is.
Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so at the moment we're in the opening sequences of Bioshock. And you see made by 2K, blah blah blah. Hey, there's my game attack and everyone knows it. Okay, so what do we know about Bioshock so far? So there's been 2 games, they've all been set in this underwater city, and it's all been quite dark and quite, in points, quite scary. So let's have a see what this is going to be like. Just going to do a quick setup of the game, adjust my brightness, blah blah blah. I went the wrong way with my visual margins. Go the other way. Okay. Bioshock is quite a large franchise. It's very, like I said earlier, dark in its gameplay, or from what we've seen so far. There aren't many cutscenes involved in Bioshock. It's all mainly first person all the way through. So it's a completely different kind of first person game. So it's not like Halo where there's cinematics all the way through, or Black Ops where you've got missions. This is a free roam game to a point. You can edit your weapons, customize them, and level up, get new powers. Like in the other old Bioshocks, you could like take control of things, like take control of like big daddies, I think they're called, whatever. And there's that little motto thing which was on the case we saw earlier. So let's get into the game. Come on, let's load. 1912, coast of Maine. So opening sequence of the game, and this is what I was on about earlier. This isn't a cut sequence. This is from your first person perspective. You're in a boat with 2 people. I at the moment have no idea who these 2 people are. Just a lady and a guy who's rowing, and the lady likes to complain at the guy. And you've just been handed a box. Basically, I think from the gist of it, you've been given a job to do by someone, and you've got to meet them at this lighthouse you can see kind of in the distance. And this box has something to do with it. I really want to sing "Row, row, row your boat." That old nursery rhyme. So inside there's a little pistol, which I'm guessing that'll come into play in a minute. A picture of Elizabeth, bring to New York unharmed. So I'm guessing your job is to go and find her, get her, and bring her back to New York. There's also inside that case a picture of, well, 3 pictures of little images, symbols, which we'll get onto in a second. So we're just pulling up to the lighthouse now, the little jetty. I was honestly expecting him not to pull the oars in and for him to lose an oar or something then. Right, so climb the ladder. So far, first impressions of the game, graphics, good, A-OK. Audio, again, good, nothing amazing there. Water effects don't look at anything incredible, they look a little bit weird. You can see the splashes around there are a little bit 2D almost. So there's a lighthouse. Similar kind of thing to the start of the first Bioshock actually. I think that was like a thing in the middle of the ocean, like a lighthouse or something, where you, instead of going, well, I won't read it for you in a second, but you go down into the water in the first one. Slightly different in this one. Okay, so you can go around, you can collect items, which I'll do in a second, like you can pick up coins and stuff. You can loot cupboards, drawers, you can use most of the environment. So there you go, search containers for useful supplies. So I went up to this fishing net thing and like I was expecting to be able to open it, but I couldn't. There you go, that's what I mean. So you pick up some silver eagles, which are the currency, and search for the barrel, and I will find a can of beans, so you can eat beans and stuff for health. There's also some cereal and other things, coffee and things like that. I also ate something a little bit later on, which said plus salt. I didn't know I had to keep my salt levels up in this game, but apparently you do. I have no idea what that applies to, but I guess I'll find out later in the game. So you just try on the telephone, not entirely sure what it did, but I thought I'd give it a go. So you just keep finding these little notes around this lighthouse. So be prepared, he's on his way, stop him. It's quite ominous. And on the door, there's another note, can't remember what it said, but you can rewind it if you want to. There you go, drink coffee, plus salt. Why plus salt? I don't understand that. I really want to find out why now. Okay, so we're going up the levels of this lighthouse. What's on the next level? Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Ominous, there's a dead guy. Dead guy, loads of blood. He's got a bag on his head, and it says, "Don't disappoint us." That's really freaky. So if you do a bad job, you're gonna die. Like that. Never a good thing to happen. Right, so let's carry on up. There seems to be loads of references to like religious stuff on the walls. Don't know if that's gonna have any reference to what's in later in the game. Okay, top of the lighthouse. So we've got some bells. Let's see what they do.
Wait a minute, that card.
Okay, this is where those symbols came in that are in the box. So you've got a scroll, a key, and a dagger. And that's done. And I've no idea what's going to happen next. And then this happens. The whole sky just goes red. And like loud, like foghorn noises start happening. So I'm freaking out right now. So like, what's going on? Nothing seems to happen for a while, it just carries on. And then the lighthouse starts to respond. So it does it in sequence. I think it kind of does it in sequence to how you rang the bells, but in like huge form. This is just a little bit boring. Just gotta wait for it all to kind of finish itself. Dum da dum. There you go. The bells are dropped and the door's gonna open. Okay, let's get on with it. So his chairs have just popped up. Let's sit in it.
All right. Looks like they expect me to
I
sit
said
in their
sit.
fancy chair.
There we go. Okay, so we've just been strapped to a chair. Never a good thing. Loads of stuff coming out of the ground. This is actually forming a tube around you. Or a shuttle or something like that.
No.
I know your gun. So your gun's been dropped, so you can't use that again. I'm guessing wherever you go, they don't like guns.
No.
3, 2, 1.
Lift off. So we've just been launched up out of the lighthouse. We're moving up, up and up. And into the game, pretty much. There we go. So this is Bioshock. This is a new city where you're going to be playing the game. Looks pretty cool. Loads of light. I like a game that's really brightly lit, so that's good. Massive angel statue in the background. That's cool. I like that blimp. That's awesome. That's like a really cool aircraft. Not very sturdy, but it looks cool. Okay, so this has just been the opening sequence of the game. There's nothing really... no actual mainly gameplay in this, but I don't want to do any spoilers or anything, like any big ones. And there wasn't really any information given at the start of the game that's going to ruin the game for you. Hey, I got an achievement. That was easy. So that's why I've done the opening sequence of the game. I'll post up more gameplay as I do it, if you guys want to see it. So just let me know if you do. That'd be cool. While we're just descending in the shuttle thing, wherever it was. My 100th subscriber giveaway. Some of you are aware of this because I've said it before. But I'm going to be doing a competition giveaway thing when I get to 100 subscribers. I'm not far off. I'm on about 80. So I've only got 20 more to go. So keep subscribing, guys, and we'll get there quicker. I'm going to be giving away a copy of some form of game. I've had a lot of requests for things like Tomb Raider and things like that, so that could be a good idea. And I think I've decided that for the winner, I'm going to do a top 10 competition. I'm not sure what the top 10 categories are going to be, but I'm going to do who I think is giving me the best top 10 or the most interesting top 10 of something. So it could be top 10 games, top 10 cars, top 10 supermodels, I don't know, something like that. So that's how I'm going to judge it, and then they'll get a copy of the game I decide. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the opening sequence to Bioshock, and I will see you all very soon. So please like, subscribe, and we'll get to the competition very much faster. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you very much.